हॅलो. बीएससी द्वितीय वर्षाचे सर्व विद्यार्थी आणि विद्यार्थिनींनो, आज आपला लेक्चर आपण युनिट 2 त्यामधला चॅप्टर 2 आणि कार्डिओव्हॅस्क्युलर सिस्टीम हे नवीन चॅप्टर आज आपण सुरू केलेला आहे. सो I will just revise what we have studied. So in the first unit we have studied the first chapter, that is the physiology of digestion. Then after physiology of digestion we have studied the vitamins. You know that we have studied vitamins. Then in the chapter 3 we have studied the respiration. So just for your revision I will write here. So in the unit first, so first chapter, that is the digestion, we have studied the digestion. In second chapter we have studied the vitamin or vitamins, and in third chapter we have studied the respiration. These three chapters we have studied in unit first. Then we have started the unit second, and in unit second, cardiovascular system, second chapter. Before this chapter we have studied the excretion. So excretion is studied, and today we will start the second chapter, that is the cardiovascular system. This cardiovascular system is nothing but the blood vascular system, or we can again say that the circulatory system. You know that in our body there are rivers of the blood. A river of the blood. So in our body, blood is in the arteries and veins, means closed type of blood circulatory system in human beings. You know that oxygenated blood means the pure blood that is supplied to the different organs of the body with the help of arteries, and from that oxygenated blood, oxygen is utilized and it converts into the carbon dioxide. Now that carbon dioxide mixed blood is called as the deoxygenated blood, and this deoxygenated blood from different organs, we can say from different tissues or from the cells, are collected by the another type of blood vessels which is called as the veins. So arteries and veins in our body supplies the blood, pure blood, and collect the impure blood by the arteries and by the veins. So that complete system is called as the cardiovascular system or blood circulatory system. So here, as per your syllabus, in this chapter cardiovascular system, we have studied the composition of blood. So composition of blood, and today's period we will study the functions of blood. These 2 points from your syllabus we will cover under the heading of cardiovascular system. So you listen carefully. This is just summarized here, so that is finished, that is completed. Now composition of blood. What is a blood? The question, what is a blood? If we are studying the circulatory system or we are studying the cardiovascular system, so first we should know what is the cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular system is nothing but the circulatory system. So cardio, you are listening in sometimes cardiologist. Cardiologist means a heart specialist. Cardiac muscle means the muscles of the heart. Cardio it is about the heart. So cardiovascular system means blood circulation system. Now we are studying here the composition of blood. So what is blood? Studying the composition of blood. Anyone asked what is the blood? Then we should give the reply. What is the blood? We are studying the composition of blood and we don't know the definition of the blood. It is not good. So we should know the definition of the blood. What is the blood? So blood is a liquid, circulating, reddish colored fluid of our body. Blood having the reddish color because hemoglobin is there. That's why color developed the red. So red colored liquid which is circulating in our body, that is called as the blood. That is the blood. Now we will see in detail the composition of blood, the content of the blood, what is there in the blood. So you know that this blood are having the three types of that is the Rbcs, Wbcs and the platelets, and these are all things that is in the plasma. That is called as the blood plasma. So composition of the blood means the Rbcs, Wbcs, platelets, this is present in the plasma which is called as the blood plasma. So that is the composition of the blood. Now again we can study the Rbcs. This is also called as the erythrocytes. Erythrocytes is nothing but the Rbcs in short form, in abbreviation, Rbcs. It means R for the red, B for the blood, C for the corpuscle and this for the plural, yes, Rbcs. This is the red in color because hemoglobin is present. Hemoglobin is present in that. Due to the presence of the hemoglobin, blood is red color. Due to the hemocyanin present in the blood, blood is yellow color. So that is different case. Here it is the red colored liquid. Now WBCs, this is concerned about the immune system of our body. When you are any attack of the disease in our body, that time this is WBCs playing their important role as the soldier to fight with the germs of the diseases. WBCs. Again the WBCs are of different types. Agranular or granulocytes. Agranulocytes and granulocytes. On the presence of the nucleus, these WBCs are further classified in the different types. Now about the platelets. These platelets are very important in the blood. So it plays important role during the wound formation on our body. What happened? Accidentally, suppose there is the cut on the body, there is the injury on the body. In accident, some injuries happen on the body. So blood is coming out. And after some time we will find that there is the blood clotting, coagulation of the blood. So that prevent the loss of blood from our body. That becomes a plug that close the wound mark or that close the injury and blood flow prevented. Blood flow stop. So that is due to the platelets. That is called as the platelets. Fibrinocytes. So it plays important role during the circulation or blood coming outside by injury. That plays important role. So in the composition, RBCs are there, WBCs are there and blood platelets are there. Then this is the important thing, that is the plasma. This is just like the yellowish colored fluid in which this RBC, WBC and platelets are present and they are circulating in the body. Again one thing here. So some content, water is also there. In the blood, water is also there. Water is there. some different other things are there, proteins are there. So anyway, here important thing is content of the blood or composition of blood. We have to study RBCs, red blood cells, WBCs, white blood cells. This is also called as the leukocytes. This is also called as the thrombocytes. This is called as the plasma. So these four things are the main component of the blood. We have to study under the heading of the composition of the blood. Now another thing from your syllabus, that is the functions of blood. Functions means that is the role. What is the action of the blood? What is the role of blood in our body? So we know that when we are taking the food, so the nutritive material from that food are mixed in the blood and that is supplied to the different parts, different organs, different tissues up to the cell level. And the cell or tissues or organs of the animal utilize that nutritive material. Similarly, the vitamins from our food, blood carries to the different parts of the body. Hormones, which is secretion of the endocrine glands, that mix in the blood and supplies where there is the need. That organ is called as the target organ. So blood carries the excretory material from different cells, from different tissues or organs to the excretory organ to expel outside the body. So there are number of functions of the blood. You can see in the notes. Dear student, in today's period, in the cardiovascular system, we have studied the definition of the cardiovascular system. Then we have studied the composition of the blood. What is the component of the blood? Then we have studied the functions of blood. So systematically, again you can study in the notes. Here, in the next period, after the completion of this second chapter, cardiovascular system, so we will arrange one lecture on the Google Meet. You can see to myself and myself can see you, and you can ask the question, what is your problem in the study, in the 2 units. After completing 2 units, after your study, you find out the problems, you write your problems, your questions on 1 pages, and in that Google Meet lecture, you can ask me. So that is only for the discussion. You can discuss with myself, I will discuss with yourself, I will solve your problems, what your doubts, you ask me. So after observing this period on your handset, you send your name and present, sir. So for example, your name Ashwini Gite. So you write Ashwini Gite present, sir. Then Bhakre present. Then Vaibhav present. So in this way your name and your present. Then I will put your attendance in my today's period or in the register. So for any problem you can contact me on mobile. You know my number. And come in the college by taking care, sanitizer using, mask using, making the social distance, and take your mark sheet and please do your admission in the college. Okay, thank you.